Well, y'all, Nicki Minaj is back on X, and she's coming for Jay-Z.
On February 1st, 2026, while the biggest names in music gathered at the Crypto.com arena for the Grammy Awards, Nicki Minaj was nowhere to be seen. Host Trevor Noah joked that she was still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing important issues, and the audience laughed at her absence. What followed quickly dominated headlines. Around 8 p.m. Eastern, Nicki began a several-hour rant on X, formerly Twitter, that lasted past midnight. She opened by attacking Noah directly with a homophobic allegation that he was hiding his sexuality, writing that, "Trevor refuses to come out the closet when everyone in the industry knows his boyfriend." About half an hour later, she reposted a meme claiming controversial age gaps in Jay-Z's past relationships, alleging that Foxy Brown and Aaliyah were teenagers when he was in his 20s, and that Beyoncé was also underage when they met. She captioned it with shock and directly called Jay-Z a predator. By 9 p.m., her claims escalated into darker territory. She accused unnamed artists of sacrificing children in satanic rituals to gain power, alleging that your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a blood sacrifice.
So in a series of tweets, Nicki Minaj is claiming that Jay-Z owes her $100 to $200 million so far.
Around 10 p.m., the rant shifted to business demands. Nicki announced she was delaying her sixth studio album, originally planned for March 27, 2026, blaming Jay-Z and tagging him. "Okay, I'm not going to put out the album anymore. No more music. Hope you're happy now." She said she would not release anything until her contract was renegotiated, and until she revealed what she described as industry sabotage. Her attacks widened to other celebrities. She made a transphobic claim about Chrissy Teigen and body-shamed Lizzo, apparently targeting anyone who had laughed at Noah's joke or commented on her absence. As the night went on, she veered into politics, attacking Democrats, urging LGBTQ+ and Christian voters to leave the party, and repeating unfounded claims about voter fraud. The backlash was immediate. Critics pointed out the apparent hypocrisy that Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, has a 1995 conviction involving a 16-year-old, and her brother, Jelani Marriage, was convicted in 2017 of child sexual abuse. Social media users flooded her mentions, accusing her of double standards. Media outlets described the episode as unhinged and politically charged, while LGBTQ+ advocates condemned her rhetoric. Even some of her fans, the Barbs, expressed concern about her mental state. Yet the meltdown appeared to be the culmination of a feud years in the making, involving business disputes worth hundreds of millions, alleged career sabotage, and tangled industry politics. To understand why Nicki believes Jay-Z and Beyoncé should fear her, the story goes back to 2015, when Jay-Z relaunched the streaming service Tidal after buying the Norwegian company Aspiro for $56 million. Tidal was promoted as an artist-owned platform competing with Spotify and Apple Music, and at a New York launch event, 16 artists, including Nicki, Beyoncé, Rihanna, Kanye West, Madonna, and J. Cole, were announced as co-owners, each supposedly receiving a 3% stake in exchange for exclusive content. Nicki supported the service by releasing exclusives and promoting it. In 2021, Jay-Z sold Tidal to Square, now Block Incorporated, for about $300 million, with reports suggesting each artist owner would receive roughly $8.9 million. Nicki later claimed she was told no profit was made and offered only $1 million, which she rejected as hush money, estimating instead that she was owed $100 to $200 million with interest and calling it a karmic debt. Public records reportedly showed Tidal's holding company largely controlled by Jay-Z, and some insiders said artists may never have signed formal shareholder agreements. Nicki disputed this, arguing the public launch signing was binding and withholding payment was fraud, saying any settlement would fund her Student of the Game program.
She tweeted, "Jay-Z, call me to settle the karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still..."
The Tidal dispute was only one layer. In September 2024, another incident reignited her anger. Jay-Z's Rock Nation, which partners with the NFL on live music events, selected Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne for the Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans. To Nicki, this felt personal. Lil Wayne is her mentor and label mate at Young Money, and New Orleans is his hometown. She accused Jay-Z of ego-driven bias against Southern artists, tweeting that his hatred for Birdman, Drake, and herself led him to punish Wayne. Birdman supported her criticism, calling the decision disrespectful. Then in October 2025, Nicki alleged another betrayal. She claimed Jay-Z demanded a beat she had already secured for her 2018 album Queen, specifically for a collaboration with The Weeknd. According to her, he insisted it was Beyoncé's beat and had her sued for remaking something similar, pulling Beyoncé into the dispute even though Nicki has often said her issue is mainly with Jay-Z. Nicki went on to claim a broader pattern of sabotage, that Roc Nation shadow-banned her on social media, used bots to boost rivals like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Doja Cat, interfered with her tours, and even orchestrated her 2024 marijuana arrest in Amsterdam. In her view, Jay-Z was not merely a competitor but someone actively trying to destroy her career. Despite Jay-Z and Beyoncé's billionaire status, several factors explain why she believes they should worry. First is the power of Nicki's fanbase, the Barbs, highly organized and fiercely loyal. Her Grammy night posts drew millions of views and trended worldwide, showing that if she calls for boycotts of Roc Nation artists or Jay-Z ventures, her fans could mobilize instantly. Second is her new political alignment with Donald Trump. In January 2026, she attended a White House event launching Trump accounts, displayed a Trump Gold card, and called herself his #1 fan. Trump publicly defended her online, criticizing Noah and the Grammys. Whether or not he personally opposes the Carters, the perception that Nicki has presidential backing adds a volatile dimension. Third is the threat of legal exposure. Reports suggest Roc Nation sent her a cease and desist warning in 2025 threatening a $5 billion defamation suit. But defamation cases involving public figures are hard to win and require discovery, contracts, communications, and financial records, potentially exposing information both sides would prefer to keep private.
She felt like Lil Wayne. She feels like Lil Wayne should have been the performer at the Super Bowl.
Right.